What's going on, everyone? Darkside Phil here with a special vlog. This time around, I'm going to talk about all of the, not necessarily drama, alright, but the controversy, the information, the misinformation, the situation that's been going on YouTube over the past week regarding the new, and you'll see why I'm doing this in quotation marks later, the new YouTube ad monetization policy for YouTube videos that seems to be affecting quite a lot of YouTubers. If you haven't been paying attention to this issue this past week, alright, I had tons of people come to me and ask me, Phil, will you make a video about this? Because the bottom line is, I've been on YouTube for 8 years. I've been doing YouTube for a living for over 5 years. So, with over 60,000 videos that I've uploaded to YouTube, when people start coming out, both bigger YouTubers and small-time people, it's not just, it seemed to be an issue affecting just one group, but a wide variety of people are coming out and saying, all of a sudden this week I started getting emails from YouTube saying that they're turning off monetization, i.e. advertisements, on a bunch of my videos, and I don't understand why and what's going on. So when this started happening, people contacted me and said, Phil, you've got 60,000 videos on YouTube. Have you been affected? Okay? Now, the reason I'm waiting until now to make this video, because people asked me as early as like Wednesday this last week to make this video when YouTubers started talking about it, is very simple. I wanted to wait and see what was going to happen, both with myself and with the situation regarding the supposed ad revenue change on YouTube. Because the bottom line is, a lot of YouTubers this week kind of, they turned into Chicken Little. Let's put it that way, okay? They said, the sky is falling, the sky is falling, all ad revenue is disappearing from YouTube, they're censoring videos, they're going to pick and choose what videos can have ads on them, it's going to be like you can't talk about certain things on YouTube and make a living anymore, the sky is falling, it's the end of YouTube. To the point where, I'm not even kidding you, it was a top trend on Twitter this week. I think it was like YouTube party is over or something like that. And they were showing all these top YouTubers who were making videos about the topic and saying, oh no, YouTube is going to fall apart at its seams now because of this, alright? I'm here to tell you what I've learned over the course of the week, not by making drama videos about it to get cheap clicks, but by listening. By simply opening my ears, by reading different things, articles, listening to other YouTubers and seeing what they've had to say. And as of right now, I think I've finally come to a conclusion of what is really going on YouTube regarding this situation, alright? So allow me to explain. And by the way, my sinuses are killing me, so I apologize for that. Here's what happened. Earlier this week, Phil DeFranco, if you don't know who he is, he's a YouTuber. He's been around for over 10 years, longer than I have been on YouTube, making a living doing it. Huge. I think he's got like 3-4 million subscribers, something like that. He is a daily vlogger, alright? Now, a lot of people like to say, oh, he's a news guy, he talks about the news. Wrong. He's a vlogger. Every day he does a vlog video regarding some different topic. Sometimes it is covering like a news story and he'll give his spin on it. Sometimes it's YouTube drama where he's got people like PewDiePie and this person and that person in his video talking about all the drama that they're involved in on YouTube. A lot of fluff in there. But sometimes he covers serious topics. It's different. He's just a vlogger. He covers all kinds of wide variety of stuff. He was around during that burgeoning era of YouTube when vlogging was becoming popular, and he's still here today. He's made it into not only a living, but he's got all these sponsorship deals. He's very successful, alright? Personally, I don't watch his videos, so I don't like him, I don't dislike him, I really don't know that much about him, I just know that he exists, alright? He came up with a bunch of Twitter information earlier this week, and then subsequently he made a video about it on YouTube, basically stating YouTube has started to contact him in email form, saying that they're removing advertisements from his videos. Now, is it all of his videos? No. The guy's been around for 10 years. He does a vlog almost every day. So you can imagine how many videos the guy's uploaded to YouTube. He had a specific, I think it was like 12 or something like that initially that he got this message about, saying that for whatever reason, these videos didn't have content that was deemed ad approved worthy or something like that. Like there was some new phantom criteria that YouTube had made that basically they were flagging these particular videos of his and saying they could no longer be monetized on YouTube, meaning no more ads, meaning he couldn't make money on those videos anymore, okay? Now, when he looked into it, he said there didn't appear to be any consistency between the videos. It wasn't like they were all on the same topic. It wasn't like in each video he was ranting like a lunatic or swearing at the top of his lungs like it was something really inappropriate. He wasn't insulting. It wasn't being racist. It wasn't anything that you would think would be overtly offensive in these particular videos that seem to have been flagged by YouTube. And it was disturbing because he's like, listen, I've been on YouTube for 10 years. It's kind of like almost feeling like I'm being betrayed. This was my format to always air my thoughts in vlog form and make a living doing it. And now all of a sudden, after 10 years, YouTube's going to tell me I'm not PC, I'm not good enough to be on the website, and I can't monetize my videos anymore. Well, that was kind of the gist of what he was saying. And then he said, well, the good news is, you know, I've been on YouTube for 10 years. I got 4 million subscribers, so I ended up getting all these sponsorships outside of YouTube. Technically, I don't even need YouTube revenue anymore. So even if they turn off all of my ads, I can still continue to make videos on YouTube, and I'll still be fine. So don't worry about it. I've been moving to kind of get off of YouTube as the main source of my income for many years now anyway. So basically what he's saying was, I'm getting these notices. I don't know where they're coming from, and I don't understand it. And I'm afraid that I will lose my ad revenue, but for me, it's not a big deal. But if it's happening to me, it's gonna be happening to other YouTubers as well, okay? Supposedly, his manager, his whoever it is, like behind the scenes, his producer, whoever works with him on his videos, contacted YouTube behind the scenes, and YouTube basically came back and said, it's not a mistake, it's intentional, and it's sticking, we're not undoing it, and yes, you can expect this kind of thing to happen moving forward in the future. Damn. That was pretty blatant, just saying, no, it's not a mistake. We did it on purpose. Those videos are not ad-worthy. Too bad. Wow. Okay. Over the course of the week, more videos seem to be getting flagged. Now, like I said, it wasn't just big YouTubers who were being affected, although there were, like Boogie. You know, Boogie2988 or whatever the hell his name is on YouTube. Another big vlogger. Yes, he does other stuff, like he does review stuff, but mostly vlogging and skits and stuff like that involving him talking to a camera. He had a video that supposedly was him talking about suicide and how it's not worth it and how it's worth it to live, trying to coach people to not be suicidal and stuff like that. And he's like, wow, so according to YouTube, coaching people out of killing themselves is not ad-worthy. Wow, what a great website, right? Now, other people who had nothing to do with big-time YouTube also were affected. We're talking little-time people. There was a person who had done a vlog regarding Sonic 2006, basically saying that it was like an unplayable piece of crap, and here's why. And that video supposedly got flagged. There's people who made... I actually just saw one on Twitter earlier today. It was this guy named SaberSpark. And I guess his video was on different kinds of propaganda in cartoons over the years. And I think in his video he had images of how in cartoons they had caricatures of Hitler and caricatures of other people. And, you know, during World War II, it was very heavily laden cartoons, that kind of thing. So, his video, not ad-worthy, according to YouTube. So it doesn't seem like there's any consistency. We've got vloggers being hit, right? We've got people who are making other kinds of videos being hit. What is the real deal here? At first, people thought, oh, it's just YouTubers who are making drama videos, because there were people like Keemstar and others who do the drama-style videos who were getting a bunch of their videos flagged as not ad-worthy, okay? And so, at first, that's what people thought, but then all of a sudden we started seeing it trickle through to other people who were nowhere near as big and were doing other kinds of videos. So obviously it wasn't the case. It wasn't just the vloggers. It wasn't just the drama queens of YouTube. It was other people, too, who were being affected. So, what's going on, right? So, all this was going on earlier this week, and I stayed silent on the subject because I wanted to see if it was going to affect me. And I kind of sat around and I waited, and I was like, well, let's see. Am I going to get an email? I mean, I've only got 60,000 videos on YouTube. I'm sure one of them's going to get freaking flagged at this point, right? So I'm looking, getting nothing. Yeah, okay, maybe I'm lucky. Maybe YouTube just didn't get around to me yet. It's weird because some of the YouTubers who did get affected were way smaller than me, while some were way bigger. I'm kind of in the middle, so I don't know what's going on, okay? But I said, you know what? I'm not going to talk about it publicly until I get more information. So I waited. And then, as the week progressed on, YouTube issued a formal statement about the whole situation, okay? Their statement was basically that their policy didn't change. They're like, there is no new YouTube ad revenue or YouTube monetization video policy. It's the same policy we've always had since day one. Here it is. They brought it up, right? And in this policy, it says at any time, YouTube can deem a YouTube video not worthy of monetization for the following reasons: controversial topics, swearing or profuse language, anything that has to do with politics, race, sex, sexual orientation, all this kind of stuff brought up. And if you read these very vague rule set that YouTube brings up, I mean, it could be very widely generalized to basically include any video ever if someone's just not saying happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. So YouTube's basically saying, listen, we didn't change anything. These policies have already been in effect. But what did change this week is we changed the way that we notify you, the uploader, of this issue, okay? What we do now, moving forward, is when we have a video where we're going to take the monetization off of it, we are going to email you personally via whatever the contact email is on that associated YouTube channel, and we're going to put a new icon in your video manager, which is a queue that every YouTuber has who uploads videos. You can see all your videos there that you've ever uploaded and how many views they have, likes, dislikes, if it's been monetized and stuff like that. So what they're going to do is put a new icon in that queue saying no monetization is possible, it's been disabled on this video. However, YouTube has stated the big change for this week is that there's now a dispute feature. So if you get a video that you uploaded and it gets demonetized automatically by YouTube, you can dispute it. You can choose to dispute it. It'll go to a human, supposedly, who will, check the video. Okay, they'll determine yay or nay. All right, and then determining yay or nay, once they determine the answer, they will either re-add the ads to it, remonetize the video, and you'll start making money on it again, or no, it'll just never make advertisement revenue ever again on YouTube. All right, so basically what YouTube's saying is we didn't change anything. Our process has always been the same, but now we have this method where we're going to contact you when we do it, and we're going to give you a possibility to dispute it. All right, so this was good news, right? Well, nah. And the reason I say that is because that is such a bad answer from YouTube. What YouTube should have said was, oh yeah, this is a totally new policy and we're enforcing it now. Instead, they're basically saying, oh no, this policy has always been in effect, but now we're telling you when we take ads off your videos. Which means, if you read between the lines, they've been doing this all along. They've been taking ads off of videos forever based on their monetization criteria. They just weren't telling anyone. So YouTubers, people like me who make a living on YouTube, big YouTubers, small YouTubers, everyone who uploads videos to YouTube and puts ads on their videos could have been having monetization removed from their videos. There was no way to tell. There wasn't even an icon next to the video to say the ads are gone from this video. There was literally no way to know. Okay? And because there was no dispute policy, it wouldn't have mattered. If they removed the ads, they removed the ads. You have no recourse to go back to YouTube and say, what gives, why are the ads gone? So if you can believe it, this has been apparently something that's been happening since the beginning of YouTube ad revenue and monetization of videos. So that's a big problem, right? Because now YouTubers are like, well, it's good to know that it wasn't just certain YouTubers being targeted, and now we have a dispute process, so that's great, but now you're telling me how much money did I lose over the years, right? So all this is going on. This was around maybe later in the week, maybe Wednesday, Thursday, almost Friday. And I'm still reading my emails. I haven't gotten anything yet. I haven't gotten anything yet. Nothing. No emails, no notifications from YouTube. The ad revenue's been disabled on any of my videos. So I'm just going to say whatever. I'm going to keep listening to the internet. I'm going to keep trying to pay attention. And I'm going to try to figure out what's going on and get to the bottom of this before I make a video. All right. So then finally over the weekend, more information finally started surfacing. YouTubers started to data dive, dig deep into the data regarding these public videos that we knew had ad revenue denied by YouTube or disabled by YouTube, and they tried to find some commonalities, okay? And they did, all right? In fact, some YouTubers started coming out and saying, you know what, I found out a few years ago that a particular video of mine had ads turned off, and I did because these were higher profile YouTubers. I did approach YouTube through whatever avenue, probably their manager or production company or whatever. They went behind the scenes of YouTube, and YouTube told me why. Here's the real deal. So here you go, everyone. You want the answer of what's been going on this week? Here it is. From the mouth of YouTube, here's the real deal. YouTube does not actively watch these videos at all. Nope. Just like, remember when I got all those false copyright strikes last year? Do you remember 3 years ago at the end of 2013 when all of a sudden everyone on YouTube had their videos mass claimed by third-party companies basically illegitimately? Yeah, you want to know why those things happen? Because YouTube doesn't have humans do any work. YouTube employs bots. That's right, bots written by Google employees. And those bots have algorithms. And those algorithms go all over the fucking website looking for particular words, looking for particular sound snippets, right? If you get that one little blip of a song in your video, they'll think it's the whole song and they'll flag it and try to give the copyright rights to a third-party music company. And, you know, if you have a picture that's just a picture from the internet of someone and you're doing a review, oh, they'll flag the picture and say that that's someone else's copyright, right? So now we're finding out it's not just copyright, it's also for this kind of legitimization of ad revenue. And what we found is that there's common themes and words that YouTube will look for, and if it sees these either in the title of your videos or the tags, it will be automatically flagged by the bots, the YouTube bots, as a video not worthy to be monetized on YouTube. So what are some of these things? Rape culture, sex and or like sexual words and innuendos like penis or breasts, vagina, stuff like that. Suicide, how to kill yourself, terrorism, ISIS, bomb making, how to make a bomb, that kind of stuff. All right, anything that has to do with these controversial topics. Not only that, but in a lot of cases, politics sometimes, but not always. It's funny because if you make a video about Hillary and Trump going at it for the presidency in America, you probably won't get anything. But if you're talking about like nasty stuff, like really nasty stuff, you might get flagged. All right, like I don't know, like Donald Trump is a Nazi or something. Donald Trump is a racist KKK member, right? Then maybe you'll get flagged, something like that. And it's weird because some YouTubers didn't even realize this, right? But then some people started data diving into the data. So that, let's take an example. That video from Boogie, where he was basically coaching teens into not committing suicide. If you have a bad time, don't do it. It's better off. You can see help here. You can see help here. In the tags of that video are tags such as suicide, how to kill yourself, you know, tags that if you read those tags, you'd be like, damn, you know, that's not good stuff. That's controversial topics, right? If you look at some of the videos from Phil DeFranco that got the ads removed, it's rape culture, rape. And it's funny because I made a video a few months back right here on the King of Hate Vlogs, all right? That video was about Toby Turner during his big scandal when girls were coming out. Well, one particular girl came out and said, he raped me. And then there were other girls who were kind of coming up with similar stories, right? That vlog didn't get demonetized. Do you want to know why? Because I didn't say Toby Turner rape in the title of my video. I didn't put rape in the tags or the, you know, I didn't do something stupid like that. I mean, duh. Why would you put words like that? So are people searching for that, you know, on YouTube? Someone's going to search for rape? You really think they're going to search for that on YouTube? I mean, it's a no-brainer, but apparently some YouTubers don't have common sense. They think that, like, that's going to get their video viewed or something because you put rape culture and, you know, that kind of stuff in the description, in the tags of your video. I would never do something like that. You want to know what? My video said Toby Turner scandal. And that was it. And I don't care if it didn't hit the top search on YouTube for a vlog because I didn't put rape in the fucking title or description or tags of the video. But guess what? My ads are still enabled on that vlog. So ultimately, what it comes down to, behind the scenes of YouTube, all right, YouTube's always been doing this. They've been looking for these controversial words, controversial things like that. And if you have words that are, you know, dark words, serious words in your tags or your title, your video is going to get demonetized on YouTube. I have 60,000 videos on YouTube. I have had, to my knowledge, 0 videos demonetized. Now, there could be videos that were demonetized, all right? Because the bottom line is, until this week, they weren't notifying anyone, okay? But, I mean, how many videos do you really think might have had something terrible, like sex in the title of a video, right? Hardcore sex or something like that. I had a video. It was Leanna and I were at a hotel years ago, and for a laugh, what we did is we went to their cable box, and we were searching for the on-demand porn that you could get at the hotel room for astronomical prices. And all we did, there was no nudity or anything in it. It was just us reading the absolutely hilarious names of these pornos from the box. And we titled it Hardcore Sex. And guess what? The video not only got demonetized, it got flagged for sexual content. Even though there was none in the video, it was just us reading the names of the movies. It got like double, triple flagged for every fucking possible thing. And that video still exists, but there's no ads. Nothing will ever be on it. It's just there to be watched, and that's it. So that's basically what's happening with all these YouTubers' videos who've been tagging and titling with these controversial shit over the years to get views. But guess what? They've had all the ads removed and they never realized it until this week when YouTube finally started notifying people. Holy crap, right? That's the situation that's really going on here. So, here's the bottom line. You hear a video about Sonic 2006, how it's a bad game, right? And it gets flagged for this video has misinformation in it. Well, no one watched that video. I'm just going to blatantly say that. No one watched the video. There was no human at Google who sat down and watched the video. They don't do that. They don't do that unless it gets to like a second or third flagging level. Then a human will actually watch your video. There's something in the tags, right? So maybe it was like piece of shit, you know, something really nasty. Piece of shit, garbage game, worst game ever. You put that kind of stuff, then maybe, just maybe, your video will be flagged for demonetization. But my review of, you know what I'm going to say? My review of Homefront: The Revolution from back in May that I said was the worst game I'd ever played still has ads on it. Almost 1 million views, still has ads on it. Because I didn't say in the tag, piece of shit. I didn't say, fuck the game developers. I didn't say anything like that in the tags or the title, right? I said, it's the worst game I've ever played. Guess what? You can't disprove that. There's no way you could say that that's misinformation. How do you tell me that a game that I played isn't the worst I've ever played? You can't. It's an opinion. Therefore, you can't dispute it. Video's fine, you know? So, there you have it. I may have had videos over the years that have had the ads taken off of them. I wouldn't know because they didn't notify anyone until this week, but I've never seen any, like, big plummeting ad revenue. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like all of a sudden, oh my god, all of a sudden there was nothing happening on any of my videos or anything like that. No. So, to my knowledge, as long as you do it with common sense in your head when you're YouTubing, you know, when you're not desperate to try to get every possible fucking view, so let's use controversial words and topics in our titles and our fucking tags and use all this stupid shit, you'll probably be okay, alright? The problem is, YouTube was the Wild West for a long time, and there was no enforcement of any of the rules. They had all these rules, and they were never enforced, or if they were enforced, no one knew about it, so people would use big titties on a fucking thumbnail of a video that has nothing to do with a girl with big titties, and then finally they started policing that a couple years ago, right? There was one time, if you classified your video incorrectly, so you would say, my video is big giant tits is the name of your video, but you classify it under geography. Why? Because when people are searching for geography, your video will show up first because obviously a lot of people saw big tits, right? So people used to do that. They would game the system, classify their videos incorrectly, put tags that have nothing to do with their videos. That's all this is. It's people using these ways to get cheap views on YouTube, and it's blowing up in their fucking faces, quite honestly, okay? So that's that. Now, one final thing that I want to just finish with here, all right? I don't agree with it. I don't think that YouTube should be policing videos to say that this is okay for ads and this isn't. However, advertisers should have the right. If you may not realize this, because you may not have a marketing background like I do, you can go to school for business. In any other entertainment medium, whether you're talking television, you're talking movies, you're talking, baseball games, I should have just said sports. Sports, anything, print advertising, right? Anywhere where you see advertisements, those advertisements are placed there by advertisers specifically who say, wow, I want to advertise on that show. And advertisers actually compete to have their ads run on a show where maybe they feel that the person who watches that show is the kind of person who would buy their product. So obviously if you're running a, let's say an ad for a super feminist show on what's the name of that network for women? Oh God, I can't remember what it's called now. I'm sure those networks are supposed to be just for women, women's themed programming. Running that on like a super masculine show, you know what I mean? Like some fucking the sports heavy sports content or something like that. Something that's like real masculine show, maybe like kiddie sexual style humor. You probably don't want to run an ad for the women's network during that show, right? But here's the thing: what's been going on with YouTube? Advertisers weren't given that power. They're not, wow, I really like Phil DeFranco's vlog style videos. I would like the opportunity to run my advertisements on Phil DeFranco's videos. YouTube would say, we don't work like that. You just buy a chunk of advertising from us and we just fucking put it on whatever we feel like. Okay? So if you're wondering, gee, I wonder why there may be ads that are being disabled on YouTube, I get the feeling what it is that when advertisers put their videos on YouTube, they get like a questionnaire, right? It's like a check sheet. And the check sheet says, well, do you want to run it on sports style videos? Yeah, that sounds good. That'll probably be catered to my product. Do you want to run it on videos about this? Sure, gaming, yeah, gaming's good because this is an advertisement for an up-and-coming video game that I'm going to be running on YouTube, so yeah, I want it on gaming. Now, they probably have a checkbox. Do you want to run your advertisement on controversial content such as rape, suicide, Hitler, it's like the blacklist of shit that no one wants to advertise for anywhere on the planet Earth. How many advertisers do you think check that box off, right? Oh yeah, Hitler. I fucking love Hitler. Check that shit off. Yeah, advertise on those videos, right? No, it's not going to happen. So, inevitably, what's probably happened, and this is me speculating, based off of my knowledge of the industry, over the years, probably what's happened is advertisers have bought these blocks of advertising from YouTube. Just keeps buying them. And then all of a sudden they realize, I'm not getting anything out of it, or I'm not getting what I expected out of it anymore. I bought $1 million of advertising on YouTube, and I can't see any concrete results that my sales went up. So obviously something's wrong here. Maybe I'm advertising to the wrong customer base or whatever. And I get the feeling that advertisers are constantly talking with YouTube behind the scenes, trying to hash this system out so they can get better performance from their advertisements, right? So the one thing that's going to get the cut are going to be controversial videos about gossip and YouTube drama and all these tags that are controversial. It's just a no-brainer. Think about when you watch a video on YouTube. You're watching a video game playthrough. All right. And as you're watching that game playthrough, halfway through this 20-minute video, an ad plays for a brand new video game. That's maybe a correctly targeted advertisement, right? Because you're watching a game, maybe you'll be interested in the game that they're advertising in the middle of the video. No brainer. That's targeted advertising that works. All right, I'm watching a Phil DeFranco video about how this YouTuber said a nasty thing about another YouTuber, and then they got into it. And by the way, this YouTuber is infamously known for being a douchebag behind the scenes, and people really don't like to work with him. Oh, 10 minutes through that video, an ad runs for a movie. It's not associated with anything in the video, because there's no advertisements in regards to the fucking YouTuber gossip bullshit. There's entire channels on YouTube that have millions of views because these kiddies, right? I love the drama on YouTube. I love to watch drama videos on YouTube. How is that advertiser friendly? Who the fuck watching a video about the shitty drama queens of YouTube who just, all they do is talk about drama on YouTube? Who the fuck would buy a product from watching an ad on their video? No one. You're watching a drama video, little kiddie shit. These are the kids who don't have money. They don't have fucking money to go out and spend. They're little kids. I love it. PewDiePie did this nasty thing. Justin Bieber did this nasty thing. This YouTuber over here is a dick, but this one's an asshole. I love these videos. They're great. The fucking maturity in your head of like a 7-year-old. You're not going to go out and buy a product because you watched a video, an ad on those videos. That's not that kind of person. So all the advertisements you're putting on these drama videos on YouTube, you might as well just fucking take that advertisement revenue and fucking roll it up and smoke it, because that's where that money's going. I mean, that YouTuber's making tons of money on ad revenue that's turning into no sales of product. That's the bottom line. And you got to think about it, really, with the kind of content that people produce on YouTube. What is really advertiser friendly and what isn't? The bottom line is a lot of the popular stuff on YouTube is for the lowest common denominator of person, right? It's for the person who jumps on YouTube and watches one video a day. That was a stupid gag. Closes it, and that's it. There was no ad revenue made there. No, he didn't go run out and buy a product because a video played on a fucking PewDiePie video or whatever. There's nothing to be seen. There's nothing. It's not pertinent advertising. And that's, I think, what's going on behind the scenes with these advertisers. They're finally wising up and saying, some of these biggest YouTubers aren't making us any money. They're not. We're running ads on their videos, and no one gives a fuck because the video was fluff. People just wanted to hear this YouTuber take a stab at another YouTuber or insult a celebrity or do something stupid and meaningless. No actual quality in the fucking video. It's just fluff. And you're not going to sell a product on a video like that. You're just not. Versus a game playthrough with a game advertised on it. Maybe a movie review, right? There's plenty of YouTubers out there who do really good movie reviews I've seen with a movie advertisement on it. That's pertinent advertising. Not a bullshit video insulting people and slandering people and gossiping about people. Those are bullshit videos worth nothing. You know? And that's why it's kind of funny. I don't really care. Like I said, I don't pay attention to any of these vloggers or whatever. I know nothing about them personally or nothing. I don't watch their videos, that's for sure. But it almost seemed like there was this big uprising this week. Because when these big YouTubers started coming out and saying, oh no, I can't advertise on my videos anymore. What's going to happen? All of a sudden there was like this backlash against them saying, good. Because your videos are crap. Your videos are only popular because these immature kids watch them. And you make tons of ad revenue for people who don't buy product. So if these big drama queens of YouTube disappeared overnight, who would give a fuck? Yeah, the million people that don't contribute monetarily to anything, and the business would go on as usual because no money was lost, right? So it's kind of funny. Now, I certainly didn't say that because I don't know anything about these people, but that's what I'm hearing. The people started posting on my forums about this and tweeting me, and I'm reading these articles online. Oh my God, what a situation this has been, right? I'm at least happy that the content that I put out there, right? Number one, I don't use this ridiculous shit like put those kind of words and stuff in the titles and the tags where it's going to be inappropriately, you know, labeled or whatever by YouTube to lose ad revenue. But at least what I do, you know what I mean? What I'm doing can be targeted to an advertisement audience, the gamer. Any playthrough I do, any review I do, a montage, a countdown, any of the stuff that I'm doing can be aimed towards a gamer. If anything, I would say the advertisements on this channel, the King of Hate Vlogs, probably are the ones that maybe you couldn't gear too much towards much. But at the same time, this is my smallest channel. This channel gets the least amount of attention out of all of them, so I don't give a shit. This is just a channel where I talk. If this channel had no advertisement, I wouldn't care. It's like a couple $100 a month I make on the King of Hate Vlogs. It's the other two channels right now that are making the money and allowing me to have this as a YouTube business. So I don't care, but what about these people who their fluff channels are their livelihood? It could go away. It could go away if advertisers come up collectively to YouTube and say, we don't want to advertise on that shit anymore. It's garbage. It's fluff. No one buys product watching someone talk shit or slander or rant or scream and swear nonstop like an idiot. We want to see quality, and we want to advertise on quality. That's what we want. A lot of people could be in jeopardy if that's the case. Okay? One final thought, and then I'll end this video, because I know I've been going on for a while now. Just to assure everyone, all right? Once again, I like to say there's three groups of people on YouTube who I associate with, or not I associate with, who I address. There you go. I'll address my viewers and fans. That's the first group. That's the people I pretty much make every video for every day. There's my non-viewers, meaning everyone else who watches YouTube, but doesn't watch me. And then there's the idiots. And I'm just going to call them that from now on, because every time that I say something else, people get insulted, you know. Oh, you said they were mentally ill. Well, that's an insult. Oh, you said they're tractors. We don't like. All right. Idiots. That's the best way to describe them. Idiots. People who the only reason they watch my videos on YouTube is to insult me, to attack me, to get my attention, to get a rise out of me, right? To prank me, to troll me, whatever you say you want to do. I'm just going to call them idiots from now on. That's the best way. It's the most generic term, and everyone's been called an idiot in their life. So if you personally get triggered when you get called an idiot, you better go seek help. But anyway, the idiots of YouTube this week got wind of this process going on. You know what happened? I'm not even kidding you. They flagged the shit out of all of my videos on YouTube. They went to my vlogs, they went to my videos on my new channel, KO Gaming, they went to my gameplay videos, and they clicked the flag button 4 million times saying, oh, it's inappropriate language, it's inappropriate this, there's nudity, it's this, it's that. Basically, they tried to false flag all of my videos this week because they got wind of this. Oh, maybe we can get all the ads off of DSP's videos. Want to know why they did that? Because some idiot started spreading a rumor that that's how this whole flagging process and the demonetization process started, which is completely wrong. 100% wrong. It has nothing to do with a watcher watching a video. Oh, that's an appropriate flag. No, you could do that, but that has nothing to do with the monetization process on YouTube. That's done behind the scenes by YouTube and its algorithm. It has nothing to do with a user clicking a flag button. So all these idiots went out there this week and said, we're going to get Phil. We're going to get this motherfucker. Click, 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 click. And wasted all of their time. So you don't have to worry about it. I know a lot of people were worried, oh man, Phil's going to be in the shitter now. All his videos are going to lose monetization because of it. No, I'm not doing the things. For 8 years I've been on YouTube, I've never done the things that get these people in hot water and get the ads removed from their videos. I'm just not doing it. And no amount of false flagging my fucking videos is going to get anything done. This isn't, back in 2009 when YouTube was really bad and people could false flag the fuck out of everything, then there were issues. It doesn't happen anymore. So you don't have to worry. I'm in the clear. I still, as of today, it's been a week since this scandal broke, controversy. I've got no notifications from YouTube that monetization has been removed from anything. I'm not expecting to get any. If I get one or two here or there, I'll have a good laugh about it. But I've got 60,000 fucking videos on the internet. If one or two videos, or even a couple thousand videos, were to have the monetization removed, I am not in jeopardy of losing any significant amount of income, and no amount of false flagging from a bunch of fucking idiots is gonna bring me down. Ha! Alright, that is it for my reaction to this whole ridiculous controversy that happened this week. I hope that clarifies what happened this week a little bit more now that information is public. Gotta be careful. In life, you gotta be careful. You gotta be legit, you gotta be honest, and I've prided myself on honesty, on legitimacy. When you watch a video of mine, you know that what I put in the title or the tags or whatever is what the video is about. I'm not using these ridiculously controversial words and stuff to try to get your attention for cheap views. I never would do that. I'm making legitimate content, and it should be good enough to get your interest without having to use underhanded, controversial tactics like this. And, now it's coming back to bite some people in the ass. Some people, it's been biting them in the ass for years. They just didn't know. And that's what's really been going on. That's the situation. And that's about it. I don't think I'll ever have anything else to talk about unless overnight, YouTube fucks up, and I have to talk about it again. Who knows? YouTube's always constantly fucking up on one content piece or another, right? But that's all I really have to say on the topic. So, thanks for being patient. Thanks for allowing me to formulate a coherent video with information in it to relay to you rather than just talking off the cuff to get cheap views earlier this week. That's it. Peace out. See you later.